Hey everybody, Mr. Josh here with Mentor Public Library, bringing you another episode of Artpocalypse, our weekly arts and crafts video series, here to make something fun. Let's get started. Today's craft, I'm going to show you guys how to have some fun with some autumn leaves. This was originally an idea I saw on the Geauga Park District website, so giving credit where credit is due to them. If you go into the woods and collect some autumn leaves, collect them from the ground. Don't collect them from trees or living things. We want to be good stewards to the environment. But just collect a bunch of stuff that you think looks really pretty, things that have veiny backs to them. Once you collect them, the best thing to do is to press them in a book or something heavy. Just put some weight on top of them for a few days so they flatten out. You'll see some of these I didn't press, they're starting to wither, and that won't work very well. But I have a few that turned out okay. So we'll take a sample of some of these. Let's pick out something else that's pretty. I like tulip trees. That's my favorite. So aside from the leaves, what you'll need is some tape, paintbrush, some steel wool, a cotton swab, some paint. I chose black because the end result of what we're going to do here, it works best to make the color or the leaves pop. But you can pick whatever color you want. And then just some aluminum foil. So to get started with that, take your leaves and you can either glue them or tape them down. It doesn't have to stay down completely flat. You just have to keep them on your board. Oh, I forgot to talk about the board. You can use whatever, cardboard, foam board, something sturdy. It's not super important. So once you tape these down, and you can do it however you want, lay them out however you want, we're going to end up capturing the veins and the shape of the leaves in the tin foil, which is what you'll need next. So you can flip that over once they're secured to the board here. And then it's probably easiest if you look at aluminum foil. It's got like a shiny side and a matte side. Use the matte side. It's easier to paint on and the shiny stuff won't come through as much. But if you want to use the shiny side, you can do whatever you want. And see how it turns out. So you'll tape one end to the back of the board, like so. And then flip your board back over. And then come to the end of your board here. And that's going to be a mess. So you want to pull the aluminum foil tight as you can on the board, flip it back over, and then tape that down as well. And then same thing on the other sides, just fold up one edge, tape that down. And then same thing, pull it a little bit, not too hard. And fold that up. And you're good on that side. So flip it back over. Now you just have this blank aluminum foil side. Take your cotton swab and just gently start pressing into the foil. And I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but you can start to see the shape of the leaves coming through the tin foil. Oops. That's why you want to press gently, because it's going to poke through unless you have a heavier duty aluminum foil. Mistakes are made, right? All the time in crafting, and that's okay. Okay. So once you're done with that, you take your paint. You can pour out a little, or a lot, whatever. And then just brush it all across this whole thing. We'll be quick about that. And then you're going to want to let that dry. But through the powers of magic. I made one yesterday. It's not really magical. I'm just thinking ahead. So I have one that's dry. And then once the paint's dry, you take your steel wool. There's probably something else you can use, but steel wool works pretty good. And then very, very gently with your steel wool, just start scraping it along where the veins in the leaves are. And you can do as much or as little as you want here, but that's just going to take away some of that paint and leave the veins and stuff showing through. And I could only find steel wool that had soap already in it. So if you find that, you can just brush it away because it'll leave some soap residue on here, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there, but you can see what's going on, how it picked up all the veins and stuff in the leaves, and then you can pop this in a frame or just hang it on the wall or the fridge, and you've immortalized some leaves.